How is everybody doing? My name is Isaac, and thank you for joining my YouTube channel, which is called Divine Inspiration. You can also check me out on Facebook. I post comments occasionally, comments to help motivate people, comments to help lift up people. Maybe I might shed the light on something that you might not have known about. I feel like my mission here on earth is to help uplift, help motivate, and help impact lives in any shape, form, or fashion that I can. So, if by watching this YouTube channel, if it resonates with you, by all means necessary, continue listening. But if it doesn't, we just have to keep it moving. But what I want to talk about today is our life is planned out. If you ever wonder if your life is planned out, the way that you'll know it is by experience. Just watch what you see in your everyday experiences and you'll know that your life is planned out. One thing that I've experienced is the universe will show you what's going to happen before it happens. I mean, that's happened to me on numerous occasions where I might have been out and about, grocery shopping, or I might have been going to the gas station, or I might have been going to the laundromat, and I'll see a sign from the universe. And then maybe the same day that sign become a reality, or maybe a week or two later that sign become a reality. Sometimes it can be a couple months later. And let me just say this: sometimes a lot of the signs that we get, they might not manifest right away. And that's one thing I'm kind of battling with right now. You might see a sign that you got maybe yesterday, but that sign might not even manifest until years from now. And you can get frustrated, you can get upset, you get real uptight, you start beating yourself over the head about it because you're wondering why you got this sign, but it hasn't manifested yet. But just know some of these signs don't manifest right away, especially when it comes to you coming to an abundance and prosperity. That's going to take time for that to happen. So that's not going to happen overnight. You got to continue to do the work. You got to do the work on yourself. And also you have to be of service to other people. And the universe will put you in position to be of service to other people. Just pay attention to what's going on around. You might go somewhere. You might pull up in front of a Quick Trip or a gas station or wherever you at. And there might be a homeless person standing out there that need a few dollars because he probably haven't eaten nothing in a few days, or it could be a couple of weeks. And just by you giving that person a few dollars, you could have literally saved that person's life. That person, like I said, might not have eaten anything in a whole month, 2 months. You gave him a couple of dollars where he can get a bag of chips or maybe a honey bun or a sandwich. Now that person see you in a whole different light. You didn't do that because you was looking at somebody to praise you or give you a pat on the back. You was just doing it out of the kindness of your heart. Because you probably would have wanted somebody to do that to you if you was hungry. But just know that our life is planned out for us to elevate and tap into what we was called to do. A lot of us, we work these 9 to 5s, and I just recently kind of felt like I was out of alignment. Now, I know we need these jobs in order to grow, in order to learn. So, we get tested on these jobs. So there's a purpose and a reason for these jobs. But you get to a certain point to where you feel like your job is not in alignment with your purpose. To just say, for instance, you want to be a life coach or a motivational speaker or an inspirational speaker. But your job really don't want you speaking to people a lot. So you can see right there, you out of alignment. You can't even speak on a job because they got certain rules and regulations saying they don't want you speaking to the coworkers. You know what I'm saying? So you already know right there, your life mission is to speak and inspire and motivate and be a life coach, but you can't even do that on a particular job that you at. You out of alignment. And you also feel like your energy is being drained. You might wake up one morning with a pit in your stomach because you're not doing what you called to do. You just going there just to collect a paycheck just so you can pay some bills. At some point in your life, that starts to get old. It starts to wear on you. It starts to take a toll on you. Because you feel that inner yearning, you feel that calling to do something much greater. You want to be of service to people. You want to help people. You don't want to just wake up every morning to go somewhere that you really don't have a desire to be there, just to get a small paycheck, just to pay your bills, and then you probably only got a couple of $100 left over just to live off of after you get through paying your bill. I was watching this dude, and he's watching this video, and he was talking about your income is really what you have left over after you get through paying all your bills. Whatever you have left over, that's truly what your income is. It's not what you bring in, because most people, let's say, for instance, you bring in $3,000 a month or $4,000, and 3,500 of it go to all your utilities, all your bills, your cable, your car note, and all you left over with is $500 at the end of the month. That's really what you making. That's really your income, $500. Because guess what? The majority of it went towards bills. So all you left with, so if you multiply 500 times 12, that's your yearly income, which is crumbs. But I'm gonna just say this, there's a reason and a purpose why we there. Because while we there and we collecting this check and we live in this meager existence, we can also learn a lot. So look at it. There's some good that can come out of you working at that job. There are pros and cons. But what we ultimately want to do, we want to tap into the plan that we have for our lives. And the universe will make you aware of the plan. The universe will let you know what your mission is. You'll get doses and you will get glimpses of, you got to be paying attention. You might bump into somebody, and it's not no mere coincidence that you bumped into this particular individual. The universe is trying to give you a nudge and trying to show you what you was called to do, what you planned on doing in its lifetime, what your mission is. Not what your job is and your career is, what you was called to do. I get passionate about making these videos. I get excited about it. I feel like if I only help one person, I feel like I've done my job. I feel like the universe has showed me that me being in television or me being a talk show host is what I've been called to do. Now, I don't really know what's really in store for me. Maybe the universe got some surprises, and I welcome the surprises. Of lately, I've been seeing this particular vehicle too. I've been seeing this white Porsche, and I've been, when I was at my previous job, I just left. I seen some guys that had on some uniforms that said Porsche, and I know the universe was sending me a sign. And all of a sudden, after I kept seeing those individuals, I kept seeing this. I've been seeing this white Porsche. I've seen it at least 5 or 6 times when I'm out and about. I guess the universe is trying to tell me something. I haven't really been able to connect the dots, but I guess I'll find out later on what that means. I've been seeing these U-Haul trucks lately. I already know what that means. Now, here's the thing. Right now, I know I really don't have the funds to move to where I really want to move at. So I guess the universe saying you're going to be moving at some point. Because I've been seeing the U-Haul truck. I've even seen them in the past. Maybe when I was seeing them in the past, the universe was telling me I should have moved back then. Because I had a permanent gig. And I had the money. I didn't really have the money to move into the type of house that I really desired, but maybe the universe was trying to tell me in the past, maybe I should have just moved into another apartment, got up out of where I'm at right now. Because a while back, maybe a year ago, every time I turn around, I look up, I keep seeing these U-Haul trucks. So the universe will let you know what it has in store for you. And a lot of times, we get frustrated because we don't see things materializing just yet. And I'm talking about that gets very, very frustrating to where we get to the point to where we feel like we want to just throw in the towel. Yeah. You're going to get seriously depressed. You're going to walk around with a pit in your stomach, with anxiety, because you keep seeing these signs, but they haven't materialized yet. Like I said, you have to be patient. I guess you have to trust. You have to trust in what you're seeing and knowing that what you're seeing is going to become a reality. You really, it's going to be hard because you might be sitting at home. You're like, damn, I keep seeing all these signs. I know I'm putting in all the work, but I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor just yet. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I've been doing things. I've been helping out people for years on end. You start to think that your work is in vain. You start to feel like that the things that you're doing is going unnoticed. And then the universe will show you signs of things that you did in the past to give you a reminder that it knows all the work that you've done. Everything that you're doing is being recorded. I guess you say your subconscious mind records every deed and every thought and every action that you do is being recorded. So nothing that you're doing is being forgotten. All those deeds that you did for people that date years back, none of those things have been forgotten. I read this book one time, which is called the Slight Edge, and it talks about how those daily disciplines add up into compound interest. The things that you do on a daily basis, at the time that you do that good deed, you might not realize the significance of it at that time that you did that good deed. But over a period of time, all those good deeds add up. All those daily disciplines add up into compound interest, and they lead to massive results. Those things that you do on a daily basis. Sometimes you might not do a good deed every day. You might have went a period of time where you didn't do any good deed. And sometimes it's just your words. You saying some kind words to somebody. You just opening the door for somebody. You being at the grocery store and somebody asking you to reach up on the shelf because they too short to grab something for them because they can't reach it. That's a good deed. That person might have walked off and said, damn, that was a cool ass brother, a cool ass sister. They could have looked at me and said, no, I'm not going to do that. And you did it. Just something real simple and something small like that. They said, damn, that was cool. He didn't have to do that, but he did. I really appreciate him doing it. You opening the door. You speaking to total strangers. You just giving total strangers money. Just think about it. You didn't have to do that. But you did. You could have just said, fuck them. Now, know this. You can't help out everybody all the time, but you can help out some people sometime. So keep that in mind. The universe will put you in position, but you're not going to, so don't beat yourself over the head about it. You can help some people sometime, but you're not going to be able to help everybody all the time. So keep that in mind. Just keep pressing forward, steady the course. It's going to get frustrating because you feel like your work is in vain. But just realize what I just told you a minute ago. Everything that you do is being recorded. It's going in the archives. So I have a long body of work. And not only am I looking out for other people, I'm also working on myself, my vices, and trying to turn my vices into virtues. We got to do the inner work. We gotta flush out some of those impurities, that shadow side, which causes us to maybe do negative things and maybe say something negative about somebody, or maybe commit some type of violent act, or commit some type of crime, defame somebody's character, make some type of racist remark, gossiping about another person in a negative manner, maybe commit some type of forgery, money laundering, lying, human sex trafficking, all type of things that shadow side might indulge yourself in. We all got that inner beast. We gotta basically kill that beast. Yeah, that beast has manifested itself within me. And the reason why you want to tame that beast, because you realize you'll start getting the karma because you don't know how to tame that shadow side. You letting that shadow side manifest, and you're receiving karma because you're putting out negative energy. And in turn, you're gonna get the karma gonna come back to you because you unleash that beast, that negative energy that's within you, and it affected another spirit by you putting out negative energy. So now here comes the karma. But there is redemption. You redeem yourself by transforming that negative energy into positive. You transmute energy. Anytime you do something negative, turn around and take that negative energy and transmute it into positive. And you steady climbing the road of redemption. You might have been a demon in the past, but now you're an angel. You're a God. And you can look back on your life and say, damn, I did some terrible things. I said some terrible things about people. I put out a lot of negative energy in the universe. But now look at me, I'm a person of good moral character. I respect people. I treat people very, with compassion. I love on people. I care about people. I care about myself. I want to live in peace. You want to live in abundance and you want to live in prosperity, because I think that's our birthright. I think our real purpose for being here is to return back home from which we came from, which is the Godhead. I think we're all gods in physical form. We all came here to create whatever it is that we desire, whatever it is that we desire to have in our life. We create it with this powerful divine mind that we have. I think that's our purpose here. And to use our gifts and our talents to contribute to the world. We create, not only do we create abundance for ourselves, and we can help out others too in ways. I think the main thing we can help out is giving advice and try to console a lot of spirits that need help on their journey. There's a lot of people I heard that's putting out a lot of negative energy out here in the universe, and they need some advice. They need somebody to try to inspire them and light a fire up under them, because their mind is corrupted, and it shows in their behavior and their actions. They may be out here reaping havoc on other spirits and doing all type of negative things against their own brothers and sisters. And they need somebody like me to come in and try to steer them down the right path, because if they keep going down that road, ain't no telling what might happen. They might end up getting killed, or anything could go wrong because they going down that dark rabbit hole. And maybe you can steer them down the right path towards the light. We need a lot of light workers in this world today. There's a lot of people that's going down a dark path. So our life is planned out. Pay attention. You get messages and signs that make you aware of what's in store for you. If you had plans for yourself, wouldn't you make big plans for you to elevate, for you to tap into something that's not only going to benefit you, but that's going to benefit others too? So I'm going to leave y'all with this. Keep your energy right and your life will be right. Peace.